We have a low taper here. We're gonna do a low taper. This side's already done. He's gonna want to design back here is gonna be a spider web. And then right here, I haven't touched it at all. So that's how it's gonna look like, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do it on the other side. And we're gonna do it as fast as possible, so you're not in the screen looking for like 20, 30 minutes. First step, you're gonna wanna have like a little curve on your zero guideline. Kinda like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Don't spend too much time on it. You wanna have good quality, fast haircuts, don't spend too much time on it. I see people trying to perfect this curve. They'll be like, oh yeah, let me get it super clean, super perfect, so it looks like a little curve. You don't need all of that. Just do it quick, do it fast, that's it. I took too much time on that, but I'm showing you guys what not to do. Don't like, you know what, I missed a little hair right here. That doesn't matter, you can always come back and take it out. Just try to get the guideline done, come get your next clipper and keep going. So then you're gonna get the half guideline, and same thing, keep that same curve. That's it. That's how long I take to do it. Now, new beginner barbers, they're gonna wanna perfect every single step. You don't have to. The whole point of the haircut is you're gonna take out the lines. So they don't have to be perfect. Don't worry about the lines. You or beginner barbers, when I was beginning at least, I would just keep going and going and going, make sure, you know what, it looks a little too straight, it doesn't have a curve. So let me try to curve a little. No, that doesn't matter. Like it's gonna get blended out regardless. Does that look perfect to you? No. You know, it looks like a little M right there. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. Let's go on to the next guard. Now we're gonna do the 4. You see how he has so much hair here? I want to keep that bulkiness there because that's what gives it a good, the good haircut. You put a 1 or a 2, it's gonna make it look like a broccoli. His hair's not gonna be able to blend down here. See how this is blended? We want to keep that. So we want to keep it a little darker than usual. Usually I'll put a 2.5 or a plastic 2 guard open, but I'm not gonna do it with this guy. I'm gonna do a 4 about right here. Go with my comb the hair, right? Comb it. Then we're gonna go. Keep in mind, guys, this is where it starts cutting, right here. You don't start cutting here. When I first started, I was going like this, look, because I was scared to cut hair. Don't be scared to cut hair. Once the hair touches here, that's when it'll start cutting. So look, this is not cutting. This is all plastic. So I go here. I want to stop like around right here. I'm gonna get my comb, put it right here. And you see how I'm not putting my comb like this? I'm leveling it up, kind of like at a 45-degree angle. It's not going like this. It's going like that. Just comb it. Keep it here, and boom. See how that's cutting? And it's cutting a little bit. It's not cutting that much. You know, you just want to cut a little bit. Cut a little bit. Don't go too crazy with it. Like, I'm not going too crazy. Now, a little freehand. Just... And I feel like I got to go a little bit higher. So guess what? Now you just put the comb a little bit higher, and you go a little bit higher. Like, take it slow. These steps, you want to take it slow, especially if you're a beginner. You know, just take all the time that you need. I've been doing this for so long, so it's kind of like it's muscle memory for me now. I don't really think about it. I just kind of do it. Plus, I've been cutting this guy's hair since he was in elementary school, so. Nice and simple. Okay, now this part is the part where your fade is really gonna come alive, okay? You guys gotta pay attention to this part. This part's the clipper of the comb. We're gonna get another comb. Try to have like 3 or 4 combs to your repertoire. I don't know if you guys heard me, to your repertoire or your arsenal, whatever you wanna call it, your toolbox. This is a different comb. It's a flat comb. I don't know if you guys can see it. Flat, right? I like it because it's bigger than the other one. The other one was like that big, which is, average size, that's average. Anyway, you go here, you have more space, right? It grabs more hair. Same deal, except this time, instead of grabbing the hair with the teeth pointing down, like I did with the blue comb, I'm gonna go in here, right? Not like that drastically, but I'm just letting you guys know. I'm going in, I'm stopping kinda like right here in the middle. This part right here, it's gonna stop right here. And then I'm gonna go outwards, right? Just do like that. And it doesn't have to be touching the skin. Like a lot of people make the mistake that it touches the skin, and it makes it hard. Like you can't see anything there. You just can't see anything. So go in there, take it out. This is not touching the skin. I can put my finger through it, and just anything that you see sticking out, just take it out. Look, simple, simple. I'm gonna show you guys another technique right after I'm done with this side. I'm gonna show you guys. So you see how it's kind of blended in already? Like the hair's already kind of blended in, right? This side I haven't touched. Here's another way to do it. If you don't like this way, there's another way. Grab your comb like this. Instead of, I was grabbing it like this. So instead of grabbing it like this, grab it like this, right here, right? Comb the hair, and then get the ear away. Come in here, and start taking it out like that, right? And then once you start seeing this hair get out of the comb, you'll stop, right? So go here. So I still see hair, I still see hair. I'm starting to see the hair fade away there, so I'm gonna start cutting this. And keep in mind, you don't wanna cut the bottom hair, you wanna cut the top hair. So look, I don't see the hair right here no more. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut all that. And it's the same thing. It'll be a little better when I don't have to do that with the ear, right? So I go here. All of this, the hair's starting to fade away here. Cut all of this. And then it just blends in a little better. You see that? And if you still have bulk, you just go higher and higher and higher. Like this, look, you see, it's still bulky there. So I just go higher. Now I start targeting this hair, right? Just keep your eye on the hair. Hey, it looks bulky here. It looks good here. I'm gonna stop cutting these hairs. I'm gonna start cutting these hairs. So look, I'm gonna get my comb all the way up here. Those are the hairs that I wanna get. It's not rocket science, man. It's really that simple. And the higher I go, the more, I guess, kind of I'm tilting my comb. And you know, just, you see any hairs that need to be cut? Simple as that. See how it's blended in? Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. Don't try to get a perfect haircut. As long as he likes it, as long as it looks good, like you're good. Don't spend too much time perfecting it. My motto, or a barber that used to be here, was quality haircuts fast. Give them a good haircut, a haircut that they're gonna like, that they're gonna wanna come back, and just get it going. Like, could I blend this in a little bit more? Yeah, I probably could. Like, to make it absolutely perfect, to make sure the billion of hairs that he has on his head are each cut perfectly, like how long is that gonna take? For $40? No, I'll probably charge like $200 for something like that, you know? That'll take at least like an hour, 2 hours of my time. But yeah, that looks good. Now we're just gonna go back with the 4. Always keep it open. I forgot to mention that. Always open, just 4, 4, like that. And just make sure, you know, it blends in nice. Here. So I'm going like this, right? This is always pointing to the ceiling. I don't want to point it to like the walls or anything like that. Once I start doing this, it's gonna mess up the haircut. So every single time that I'm going up to the ceiling. Now, I've been doing it for so long, it doesn't look like that. I'm either going out or I'm going up. It depends. So right now I'm just making sure everything blends in even. You'll see some hairs flying around because I'm actually cutting hair. You see, I don't know if you can see all the hairs flying around. That's it. I took way longer because obviously I'm showing you guys, but that would usually take me a minute, maybe 45 seconds, like simple. Boom, 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 boom. Take my guard out, put in my locker, take my comb out, boom, 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 done. Like a minute. Now we're gonna go back, we're gonna go down to 3. You went to school, you know your numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. Haircutting is that simple. You went down with a 4, now we're gonna go down to a 3. We stopped the 4 around here, right? So the 3, we're gonna stop it right underneath it. Literally right underneath it. This one's gonna be quick and simple. Keep the same, you know, the same rainbow. Same thing, going up, right? Going up. I might not be doing drastically, Because obviously my muscle memory, I'm used to fucking cutting hair in like 2-3 minutes. So I'm not going like this, right? But I am, just a little faster. Okay, simple as that. Now, towards the end of the video, we're gonna come back and, you know, get any parts that don't look good, but that's simple as that. That's a 3-guard open plastic guard. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't close my levers. The only time I'll close my lever is to take this line out, that bottom line out. That's it. Because I like to fade quick, I like to fade fast. The faster you fade, the more people you can get in the chair. The more people you get in the chair, the more money you make. Obviously, if you're here to cut hair perfectly, I'm probably not your guy. I'm gonna teach you guys how to cut hair well enough that obviously you're a professional, but you can get a lot of people coming in. I know some barbers that take an hour, 2 hours, and like the haircut looks crispy, nice, like trying to go to a red carpet and stuff like that. You going to a red carpet today? You know, like most people aren't gonna be doing that, but he still wants to look good. So he's coming to me. He knows in 30 minutes he's gonna get in, get out, get a sick haircut. That's it. Shit, he might even be able to go to the red carpet. There's a 2-guard open. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm just going a little bit under. Like, I'm not touching any of this hair. Only the top part is touching, but that's not how you cut. Obviously, this is not cutting. This is cutting. So I'm going right underneath it. Right underneath it. I'm kind of barely even cutting because the 2 and the 3-guard are so similar. You can kind of skip this step. If you're advanced enough, skip the 3-guard and go straight to the 2-guard and just kind of like glide it to blend into the 4. My clipper's off right now, so it's not cutting. Kind of just glide it to blend into the 4. So if you're a beginner, do the 3-guard, then do the 2-guard, you know, get used to that. If you're like not a beginner, then you should know where you're at. 2-guard. Now we're gonna go to the 1.5 guard. Yeah, this one's zoom in a little bit. The 1.5 guard, I just put the 2-guard there, theoretically. It's the space that you're blending is so small. 4, on top of my finger, right? 4, 3, and then 2. It's a very small change, but that's what makes the blend look good. You have to perfect it. Now 1.5, right here. You can see that. I'm using my corners. And let me go back to the corners. I saw this video on Instagram. I don't remember who it was. If not, I would tag them. They were saying something about how you want to use a specific corner. I don't believe in any of that. He was saying use this corner that way instead of this that way. Because of some reason, like, it doesn't even make sense to me. Like, just use any corner you feel comfortable with. Just make sure you're using a corner. So I can use this corner. Shit, I could use this corner. It doesn't matter, whatever you're comfortable with. You're left-handed and you want to use this corner instead of, like, do your thing. Whatever you feel comfortable with. And just because I do it one way, doesn't mean you have to do it one way. Like, the same way. Just find your rhythm, find whatever works for you. His hair is growing sideways. That's why I have my clipper sideways so much. Because you want to cut against the grain. If he was a normal kid and his hair was going down, obviously he's not normal, then I would just keep going up with the corner. But his hair just grows sideways, so I'm going sideways with it. Does it look like much right now? No, these next 2 steps are gonna cement the haircut. This is a 1.5 guard. Look, I've been using this 1.5 guard for 1 guard for so long. This is a 1 plastic guard. You can see some things missing. It still works. Like, it still works. This costs like $1 or $2. I could easily go get one right now, but it still works, you know, like, so what? Usually I'll clean up my clients a little bit, but this guy doesn't matter, so it's okay. Same thing, guys. Corners, right underneath the 1.5 guard. My goal here is to try to lighten up the dark spots. Think of your clipper as an eraser, right? You want to lighten up the dark spots and you want to see the fade kind of coming down. Now I know if I use this eraser over here, I'm going to fuck up the fade. If I use it right here, I'm fucking it up. You know, it's too dark. It'll lighten it up too much. I know that my eraser has to come like right here. I have to lighten these spots up a little bit. Going against the grain. Getting his ear right. Don't yank on his ear. Don't yank on the ear. Just same motion, right? But I'm just doing it quicker. Same motion. Don't forget around the ear. You don't want to have it too bulky around the ear. Same rainbow. Simple as that. And there's no lines here, guys. Just, have you see any other lines besides this one, this one? There's no lines. And if there is a line, we'll come back later and get it. Like, look, now I'm going a little bit higher, but my clipper is not touching his head. Right here, my clipper's touching his head, right? If I go higher, because I'm kind of more experienced, I just kind of like freehand it a little bit, right? Now, the last guard. 1.5, half guard. This is the half plastic guard. Same thing. Look at this guard. Messed up. Messed up. It's missing 1, 2, 3, 4 teeth. It's just messed up. It's been through some shit, alright? So, want to make sure your clippers are good. As long as your clippers are good, guards don't really matter. As long as you have this. As long as you have these two, you're good. Same thing. Going sideways with it. Always open. Have I told you guys to close or open the lever? No, this stays open. I have not touched my lever at all, not one time. Like an eraser, I'm just lighting it up. I see this line right here. This is the last guard I have to take that line out. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna try to take that line out with this eraser. Think of it as an eraser, that's it. Okay, now we're gonna start closing the lever. This is the first time that I'm gonna start closing the lever. So now I'm gonna close it halfway. Open, close, this halfway, right? This one doesn't have like a thing, which is not really beginner friendly. There's no notches, or you just kind of have to know. I know this is open, this is closed, so the middle will be around here. Doesn't really matter. I'm still trying to take that little line out. Using my corners, flicking it out. I'm not going in there, right? I'm not going like this. I'm going like this, right? Taking it out, flicking it out. Now I'm gonna close it all the way. This is the only time I've ever closed my lever all the way. And I'm barely gonna hit it. Barely. Both corners, you see, it doesn't matter what corner you use, like whatever you're comfortable with. Right, right, right. There's a low taper, by the way. Take the guard out. Last step. I made this line with this open, right? So I can take it out with it open. Whatever you make a line with, you can take it out with the same exact clipper or guard. So I made the last line with this, so I'm just gonna take it all the way open. I'm gonna go to it, and I'm gonna come out. Right, now I'm gonna close it halfway, and I'm gonna go in the middle. Still flicking it out. Now I'm gonna close it all the way. Just touch the bottom of it. Now I'm just gonna lighten up some spots that I think should be lightened up. The whole point, the best way I've seen the crispiest haircuts is when you look at it from the side. You want to see it kind of like not go up like this, but kind of slanted like that. That's the way you, so if you look at it from the front, right? So I'm gonna look at it from the front right here. As long as it's looking like it's coming out, obviously not that drastically, but if it's looking like it's coming out a little bit, fade's good. Now just get your liner, line up this. Keep it natural. I see a lot of people just pushing the line up back, pushing all the lines back. Like sometimes it doesn't matter how clean or crispy the haircut is, the fade is. If you're pushing this dude back all the way up here to get it sharp or straight, not everybody wants like the sharpest lineup ever. This guy just wants to fucking look good, all right? So I'm not pushing any of this back. Just keep it natural. You don't need any of that extra stuff. This guy doesn't need enhancements. Like some people want enhancements, they like the enhancements. This guy doesn't need any of that. He has a full set of hair. This guy's 20. 20, right? He ain't balding out nowhere. There you go. Simple as that. Now, is this the best taper ever? No. Is it a good, quality, fast taper? Yes, it is. There's somebody that could probably do the taper faster? Probably not. Better? Probably, yeah. What I'm saying here is that I know I'm not the absolute best barber in the world, and I'm not trying to be the best barber in the world. My job in my head is to get as many people as possible every day with the highest quality haircut possible while charging a fairly decent price. Like, I don't want to charge $100 or $200 a haircut, even though I do think my haircuts are high quality and worth $100 or $200 for 30 minutes of my time, because I don't think there's a lot of people that would be willing to pay $100, sit in my chair for 30 minutes, and it's like, okay, there, you're good to go. So when I say something like that, I'm just saying, hey guys, I know there's people that are better than me, and I'm not trying to be the best, but I'm still one of the best. Like, I get, like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I don't want you guys to learn from somebody that's like, oh yeah, I suck. No, I don't suck. I know I'm really, really good, and I'm gonna teach you how to be really, really good. But and I'm also gonna teach you how to get as many people in your chair as possible. I'm not gonna teach you how to become the best barber in the world. Unless you want to, then I can also teach you guys. Thank you guys for watching.